Former Aztec and NFL punter Matt Ariza makes his first court appearance in a lawsuit over an alleged gang rape. We're inside the courtroom.
The end of the Crystal Pier is closed for maintenance. I'm Brian White with what the issue is and when it might reopen.
Rattlesnake wranglers say that they are working overtime. We're working for you on what you need to do if you spot a rattler.
We have arrived in Mexico City in Estadio Alfredo Hart Pelú.
Shannon and Jake here. Coming up, we will preview the Padres' historic two-game series this weekend against the Giants.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now. Breaking news we're following from San Clemente, where a landslide has shut down rail service south of Laguna Niguel to Oceanside. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Jesse Pagan in for Marcella Lee. Metrolink says they shut down service just after 1 p.m. out of an abundance of caution. Staff noticed debris rolling down a hillside north of the San Clemente Pier station. We briefly talked with a man who lives in San Diego and was on the train on his way down. He says when service stopped, they dropped them off in San Juan Capistrano. Metrolink says they'll offer $50 Uber vouchers to get them home. Reporter Michelle Geely talked with Orange County Supervisor Katrina Foley near the site of the collapse.
Casa Romantica has been red tagged. Officials here say the land has been moving about an inch a day for the last 10 days. And now this. You sit on the board of directors of the OCTA, that's the Orange County Transportation Authority, which has jurisdiction of the tracks. There are train tracks below us here. So most dramatically, once again, no trains moving through here.
That's right. This is our third time that the rail service has been closed in the last 2 years due to landslides like this. So we do see this as a critical crisis. My emergency declaration expires on May 9th, and so I'm planning to request that we extend that time to address this new issue. We've got to look at the long-term studies related to this rail corridor because it's just not safe.
This hillside is actually encroaching on the track, so there is land that has moved onto the rails.
Yeah, this is actually the worst situation we've had in the last 2 years. In the other situations, we were able to take proactive steps to hold the hillside up. Here we see that the debris and everything is actually on the track area, so that's why we had to close it.
So people will be bused as opposed to moving trains through here?
Well, we're giving $50 Uber gift cards for people to be able to get, who are displaced from the trains being closed, and we're working on the bridge busing as well.
And we're talking about Metrolink, Amtrak, and freight.
That's right.
An oceanfront condominium next door to Casa Romantica has been red tagged as well. Michelle Geely, CBS 8 News.
Thank you, Michelle. CBS 8 will stay on top of this with updates on all our platforms and tonight on the 10 o'clock news and on CBS 8 News live at 11.
Our other top story tonight, former Aztecs punter Matt Ariza appeared in court today for a hearing related to a lawsuit where a 17-year-old girl accused him and 2 other then SDSU players of rape.
Ariza's attorneys are trying to get access to cell phone videos they say show the teen having sex with several SDSU football players at an off-campus house party. CBS 8's David Goffredson was there for Ariza's first time in court.
Really, the videos are the reason we brought this motion to unseal those videos.
Attorneys for former San Diego State punter Matt Ariza want to see the cell phone videos recorded at an off-campus party in October 2021. They show a 17-year-old girl having sex with football players inside this college area house. But the videos do not show Ariza having sex.
He left the party much earlier than the acts that occurred in the bedroom.
His attorneys want the sex videos unsealed along with cell phone tracking data to try and prove what time Ariza left the party after having what they call consensual sex with the teenager outside the house. The alleged victim filed a lawsuit last year accusing Ariza and 2 other players of raping her while intoxicated inside a bedroom. Shortly thereafter, Ariza was cut from the NFL as a punter with the Buffalo Bills.
Matt's life has been destroyed by the false allegations that have been asserted by the plaintiff in this lawsuit.
Attorney Dan Gillian represents the now 18-year-old woman.
Consent with an intoxicated person, it makes no sense. The whole point is she's so intoxicated that she can't consent. And consent is not relevant in a statutory rape case.
Ariza's attorney, Kristen Bush, says the videos will show the teenager was not drunk and that she initiated the sex acts.
We know from multiple witness statements that she represented that she was 18 years old, that she attended Grossmont College. We know that she was the one going up to certain defendants and other people who are not in the case, instigating, demanding that they have sex with her.
The district attorney's office announced in December no criminal charges will be filed in the case. In the end, the judge ruled the sex videos will be unsealed and could be shown to a jury if and when the lawsuit goes to trial.
So he's still in this case. He's gonna be in this case.
Now, we want to be clear, nobody is requesting that these videos be made public or published on the internet. Today's unsealing order simply allows Matt Ariza's attorneys now to go over to civil court and request that they be allowed to view them as part of discovery. At the downtown courthouse, David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Thank you, David. Tonight, sheriff's deputies are looking for a shooter or shooters that killed 2 people at a house party early this morning. It happened at a home on Renfro Way, that's in Harbison Canyon near El Cajon. The deputies got there around 2 a.m. and found a 20-year-old man with multiple gunshot wounds. He died at the hospital. Deputies found another man that was shot. He was pronounced dead on the scene. Right now, their names are not being released. A motive for the shooting is also unknown. Call Crime Stoppers if you have any information.
The search continues tonight for a driver who hit a former San Diego police pilot and ran off. The pilot was riding a bike in Point Loma. He's now in the hospital, from where he tells CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal he thinks this was not an accident.
Well, Tristan Gonzalez says he was cycling here down Catalina Boulevard last week when a white pickup truck came up alongside him and got so close to him, it actually hit Gonzalez's handlebars. The light changed, traffic kept moving. When Gonzalez says the truck came at him a second time, and that's when he says he knew he was in trouble.
A Ring camera captures the moment Tristan Gonzalez was hit by a white pickup truck while riding his bike last Thursday during rush hour on Catalina Boulevard near Bernice Drive in Point Loma. Gonzalez says as he lay there in pain, he worried another car was going to run over him.
You always hear people say when you have those moments, like I thought that was my moment. I thought, like, this is it. This is where I die.
He says the front bumper of a car actually drove over his helmet and pinned his head to the ground, but stopped just in time. His screams caught the attention of neighbors.
I heard a sound that I don't even know if I can put into words how awful that sound was. I wasn't sure if an animal was getting attacked or there was a fight.
Jamie Friedman rushed to help. No idea it was her Ring camera that captured everything.
It was like wrapped up like the best of humanity, watching all the neighbors go and immediately help them, followed by the worst of humanity to like see someone capable of harming another human being and having no more remorse and just speeding away. It's just ugly.
Gonzalez suffered a broken hip, a broken clavicle, and a punctured lung. He just retired from the San Diego Police Department last year after spending 27 years on the force as a pilot. He believes what happened was intentional.
Has he done this before? And maybe this is like, built something in him like, okay, now he's got a little more courage and confidence. He just got away with this. And he needs to be caught.
Gonzalez is hoping neighbors will check their surveillance cameras. The accident happened April 20th at 4:50 p.m. The description of the suspect, white male, 35 to 45 years old, wearing a baseball cap, driving a newer white Toyota Tacoma pickup truck with an extended cab. So if you think you have video of that vehicle or if you have any other information that might be able to help out police, give the San Diego Police Department a call. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.
Thanks, Kelly. San Diego police are investigating a shooting in Spring Valley. We brought this to you as breaking news late last night. A San Diego County Sheriff's deputy shot a man near South Barcelona Street. He's recovering in the hospital. San Diego police say the man was threatening his roommates with a metal bar. Deputies cleared everyone out from the home and tried to make contact with the man. He was shot once. His name has not been released.
The Padres are getting ready for a historic divisional showdown south of the border. They face off with the Giants in a two-game series in Mexico City this weekend.
It will be the first time regular season Major League Baseball games are played in Mexico's capital. Our Shannon Handy and Jake Garriani are already in Mexico City tonight for all the excitement.
We are so excited to be in Mexico City. It has been quite a journey to get here. In fact, we came straight to the stadium from the airport, and you can see it behind us. There's Padres signs and Giant signs. This is a historic game, Jake.
It's a historic game, and it's a unique stadium, right, Shannon? This is Estadio Alfredo Harpelú. Holds over 20,000, which may sound like a lot, but Petco Park holds about 43,000. So it's about half the size of what the Padres are used to. It's also above 7,000 feet in elevation, which is just ridiculous. The ball should be flying out of here. And you talked about how historic this is. It's really special. The baseball MLB tried to put this on back in 2020, but the pandemic canceled it. Padres came here in 2016, but they weren't regular season games. They weren't in this stadium. So a very, very special event we have here. And you talked about how crazy the journey was getting here. We've been up early. Take a look at this.
Headed to the airport.
We're going. Woo! Been up since 3:45 a.m., but we're bringing the energy. Ready to go.
Flying out of TJ. Just got through customs. We are almost at the gate. How do you feel about going to Mexico City?
I'm very excited about going to Mexico City. I've been waiting for a whole year to go watch the Padres go over there and take care of business against the Giants. I got 20 of my closest friends, 25 more of our second closest friends, and we're gonna have a great time. Go Padres, we're gonna support. I feel bad for those Giants. They might as well not even show up.
Go Padres all the way, even to Mexico City.
We made it. We're in Mexico City. We're heading to the stadium. And by the way, those people we interviewed were at the airport bar. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, they were all very excited to come to Mexico City for this historic series. And actually on the plane, Jake, you don't even see that in the video, but on the plane, there were a lot of Padres fans.
Tons of Padre fans. We did not partake in the 7 a.m. beer. Maybe a 7 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., later down the line. We'll see about that. But tons of Padre fans on the plane. Hopefully they can come out here and see a couple of Friar victories in this stadium behind us. And we are going to hear from the Padre players coming up later in sports. For now, Shannon Handy, Jake Garriani, Mexico City. We'll go ahead and send it back to you.
7 a.m. here. It was already 8 a.m. in Mexico City.
6:11 p.m. here. I mean, it's 7:11. They got this.
Get going early. Good for them. Still ahead tonight. Why part of a popular Pacific Beach landmark is closed to the public.
Plus, WNBA star and Olympic gold medalist Brittany Griner speaks publicly about her return to court and bringing home other American detainees.
Marine layer is still going to favor the coast as we go into the next couple of nights and mornings. A little less coverage by the weekend brings in the heat peaking on Saturday, and we are talking about the chance for rain next week. And those details ahead.
And up next, another train derailment, this time into the Mississippi River.